D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I just finished Picard episode 8 of season 3, and I think it was called Surrender. Although they didn't do much surrendering. I mean, they kind of did, but whatever. Anyways, it was good. This episode was good. I have to admit, though, that this again was not, like last week, was not my favorite episode of this season. It wasn't, I didn't think it was very action-packedy, but it wasn't bad. Like that, you don't always need action, and this episode was good. It was just, again, a lot of talking, which is totally fine. I get it, you can't have laser beam guns and starship battles every episode. Although that would be nice. I don't know. I like starship battles and all that fun stuff, but it's fine. I still also, we don't know what's up with Jack. Something's up with Jack. Something's up with Jack, but we don't know what it is. And I mean, like, I don't, like, I just want to know what's going on with him. And I want to know what the end game is. Obviously, we won't know the end game until, the end. But I just want to know, like, if he's, like, what's going on with him. I know everybody says Borg and everything, but I'm at my point where I just want to know. Like, I just tell me. Just tell Daddy. You know what I'm saying? So, it's still a really good show. And this episode was really good. Amanda Plummer, did a really good villain, although I'm not 100% sure that she's gone from this episode, but we'll see. I mean, she might be completely like out of it now because she's in a million pieces, All right, I'm gonna stop yapping and jump into this review / breakdown. This is a very good show. I really, really wish that they had started out with this season and then just moved on from there. I don't think Picard is gonna survive this whole season, but which I have thoughts on him. But okay, let me jump into this breakdown and everything so we can get started on this, because I don't want to take too much of your time. But I always say that, and then I take like 20 to 30 minutes of your time. Anyways, okay. But before I get started, you guys, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. Just please consider it. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we're just always pushed to the back of the line. That algorithm is not helping us out. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. I also ask that you do this to any small YouTuber. They will appreciate it. It costs you nothing. You don't even have to watch their videos, although you should. I always find that the small independent content creators are usually the best, in my opinion. The bigger ones, they're good, but they're not the best because they have to be, diplomatic about their opinions, and the small YouTuber can say whatever they want. All right. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get started on this breakdown. All right. So it starts off, if you remember Vadic, she took over the Titan last episode. So she's up in the bridge, and she's, smoking her gross cigarettes. Her cigarettes don't even look like they look like they're handmade, just like really crappy. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so they're trying to break back into the system, but Lore really screwed him over. Like he can't. So she's creating a symphony of screams with the crew. So she's like, we will close off their eyes, their throat, their mouth. So they block these crew members in, and then those crew members, they die. They're these, which I don't, like, she uses hostages later on, and we'll get to that, but I don't understand why you wouldn't just take all the crew hostage and then just be all like, yo, we're going to float them if you don't come out, dude. But it's fine. It's like, whatever. So they're trying so hard to break in, but they can't. And she's creating the symphony of screams, and she's got the bridge crew. And this one's crying, and I'm all like, yo, you're not helping your cause. I thought they prepared you for this, at Starfleet. Come on. And so he backs up, and then he uses his special powers. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's a tiny bit early. And he starts wandering around, and he gets into this guy's mind, which I'm all like, I feel like he screwed this guy over. And he's checking stuff out. This woman's got a thing in her throat. And then he finds another woman, and then he gets shot. And he's like, it's no use. They have us cornered and all this stuff. And then she's, you know, checking out all the crew member. This is a cool looking crew member. Anyways, I'm kind of blocking it, but anyways, okay. So she's talking about how like these people, the guy comes up behind them. I don't know if he took them all out, but they come up behind them. I'm pretty sure they took them all out. And she's all like, you know, you've got nowhere to go. I want Jack, kind of thing. That's pretty much the surrender. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So then on the Shrike, she's trying to clean his wounds with her sleeve. She's like, oh, you're being over dramatic. And I'm all like, I don't think that getting your face smashed in for 20 minutes is being over dramatic. He was getting punched in the face. And you're all like, oh, don't be upset that I'm rubbing your big giant wound with my sleeve, which probably has dirt all over it. I mean, like, come on, Deanna. Like, you know, use those betazoids. What is that? Is that what they're called? Shit, I can't remember. Betazoids. I'll just say betazoids, and if it's wrong, you guys can yell at me later. Or in the comments section. Feed that algorithm. Anyways, and she's all like, when the changeling showed up as you, I can't do whatever accent she's got. When the changeling showed up as you, I knew it wasn't you. And he's like, how'd you know? And she's like, he was a better lover, more sympathetic, you know, caring and all that stuff. And then they sit here and talk. Okay, so long story short, their story is that when their son died, she was trying to help him get through it instead of letting him feel, you know, the loss. And that's what he needed was to feel that loss. And she was just trying to help him get through it. They say that later, but anyway, so Vatic is he's all like, chill, yo, you can't do anything, kind of thing. I think that's what he says here. Shoot. So then she's getting very impatient. So she's like, hey, Jack Crusher, listen, this is what's gonna happen, dude. I've cut off the system. Oh, because he's gonna give himself up, and they're like, you can't give yourself up. And then he's all like, listen, what if I tap into somebody on the bridge and they put in your access code? So then he's like, I can, because he's like, something's wrong with me, yada yada yada, that whole thing. Let me fast forward here because I can't remember everything they say here, and I'm sorry about that, you guys. Please don't be mad at me. So then while he's doing that, he takes over this guy's mind. And the guy reaches over and starts to add in the code, and then she like grabs his hand, and she's all like, how did you know his access? How did you know Jean-Luc Picard? She says Picard like pecan. Like, it's not, every time she says it, I'm all like, is she saying pecan? Pecan. And I'm all like, stop. Amanda Plummer, stop saying it like that. Stop saying it like that. Nobody likes that. Jean-Luc Picard. And I'm like, whatever. Okay. So anyways, she's like, how did you know his? And she's like, are you in there, Jack Crusher? You're only discovering who you are, kind of thing. And then he comes out of it. And then she's all like, all right, we're going to get rid of this crap. So she's like, I'm going to kill a bridge crew member every 10 minutes that you don't show up, starting now. And then she's all like, she goes to this lady and she asks her name. And then she goes to this guy and she's like, what's your name? And he's like, I can't remember his name. I think his name is like Ben or something. And he's like, I'm tactical. And she's like, no. And she's like, tell me something about you. Tell me who you love or who loves you. And he's like, my son. And she's all like, now tell Jack Crusher to come here. And he's like, no. She's like, why not? And he's all like, because I am Starfleet. And she's all like, I'm going to show you what control means. She goes to shoot this lady. And then she shoots the bald one, the bald lady. She's my favorite bridge crew member. And she shoots her. And then, bazow, she's gone. I'm like, no, shoot the green lady. The green one that's crying. She's weak. This one, hold on. This Vulcan. Oh, crap, I missed it. Hold on. Yeah, shoot this one. Look how crying. I'm going to die. And then this one, she's been strong the whole time. Same with the Bajoran guy. I don't know what species the green girl was, but she was a weak one. Anyways, So my favorite bridge crew member is gone. It's fine. Now it's the Bajoran guy because he's pretty awesome. And he's a dad, so I feel him. So she's like, we'll continue this exercise in 10 minutes. So then on the Shriek, this is where they talk about, this is where she mentions that she's like, I was trying to help you get through it instead of letting you feel it. And then they start complaining about the house, the cottage that they live in. She's like, neither one of them like it. She's like, I miss the city. I miss angry people. I miss, loud noises and loud noises. And I'm like, okay, great. Sorry about that. That's my kiddos. They're playing. It's spring break. So then they're like, we're gonna get out of here. So this guy comes in and then he gets run through right through the chest. And they're all like, what? And then it's Worf. Oh, you can't really see him. Hold on, let's check this out. Hold on. And he falls over and there's Worf, and then he blasts him. Worf is very cool. Worf is my favorite TNG crew member. Love Worf. So happy he's back. And they were on the shuttle that is now cloaked. They put the cloaking device on the shuttle. And he's all like, Diana Troy, your meditation has helped me through many countless times. I have, and he's going on and on. He's like, is this a reunion or is this just a continuation of the torture? I was like, oh, I love it. I was like, Riker is back. I was like, see, this is the thing. Why couldn't they do this season 1? You want to know why? Because Kurtzman was not a fan of Star Trek. He didn't understand who Riker was. He didn't understand the relationship between Riker and other crew members. And that is what you need. It's very obvious that Terry Matalas is a fan because he understands that dynamic between these characters from the past and how their personalities are. He's not just one of these people that are all like, well, I'm not a Star Trek fan, but I'm going to make Star Trek into something I want to see. And it's like, no, you need to develop and build on what's already what's already there. You don't just do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because then people reject it, like they did the first 2 seasons of this crappy show. So then he's all like, "What? They're coming or whatever." So then what they do is she's all like, "There's no way I could do this in time. It would take me a year to develop the code to do this, and I don't know if it could do it at 9,000 per second or whatever she says. I can't remember. It's a lot of science jargony. I don't even know if it's real science, okay, or computery stuff, okay. And if it is, don't get all mad at me. I'm just saying I don't know, okay." So then he comes in. He's got a gun. He's all like, how do I know you're the real Picard? And he's like, for your vacation or your honeymoon, I bought you a 72 Bordeaux. And you said you didn't have a sophisticated enough palate to figure out what it was. And he's all like, yeah, that's the Picard. And yeah. So they decide they are going to drop down that shield that they talked about that separates lore and data inside this robot. One of you got mad at me because I called it a robot, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call it a robot from now on. You want to get mad? Get mad. I don't care. Be offended. So they're gonna shut down the thing, and they're gonna let them fight, and they're hoping that Data will win. But he says Data, it's built into Data's code not to kill off any life form, no matter what it is. So he's like, I don't think Data will be able to do it, kind of thing. But they're like, just let them fight, let them do it. And so Data's in here, he's inside his mind, and Laura's all like, hey, buddy, it's time to go, partner. And so Data starts taking his memories. He starts taking all the memories, and he starts defeating Data. I mean, Laura starts defeating Data, taking all of his memories. And so Rafi's on the ship. Rafi, I don't like this character, you guys. I mean, she showed up, and I'm like, okay, great, and everything, but and I know everybody's all like, oh, whatever about her. But the actress, I do like this actress. I really do. I've seen her in plenty of things, and she's very good. It's just this character. Although this character is a lot better this season. I'm not going to lie, because she's not going through the drug withdrawal stuff, that whole nonsense. She kind of did at the beginning, but I think that was just to fake it out. But whatever. It's fine. All right, moving on. So then they find the body of Picard. And his real body, his human form, he's naked. And they're all like, they took something they took the stuff that has the alapatapada, the disease that he had that was going to eventually kill him. They took that out of it. And so they're like, oh, the ship, the kidnapped people got out, and they must have a ship nearby. And Amanda Plummer's like, no. So then Jack comes, so he's like, somebody's coming up the turbo lift, right? And it's Jack. And she's like, "No, Jack, buddy, you came up here. Look at you." And he's like, yeah, something about manners. And he's like, "Yes, but my mother always taught me to bring a gift. I brought you a gift." And he brought a bomb. So she's all like, "Oh." So then they're looking at it. So Data's, long story short, Data's losing. And he keeps taking his memories of all this stuff. And like, and he has all this stuff from TNG, and he also keeps giving it to him. Like he keeps oh, that's what's her face. She ended up being a ramen. I don't remember her name. Don't get mad at me. But he's all like, he's basically like, so while they're watching, he's like, "This doesn't look like a battle. It looks like a surrender." And so he's all like, she's like, "You won't blow me." She's like, "You're gonna blow." She's like, something about, "You're gonna blow us up," but she's like, "You know I won't die." And he's like, "Yeah, but I will, and you need me." And she's like, get everybody out of it. Get the bridge crew out of here. And 7 of 9 stays. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, finding out. I'm fucking around finding out and everything. So then she's all like, I can't remember what he says, but she's like, "Oh, you want to know?" She's like, "Don't you want to know what's going on? Don't you want to know what's behind that red door?" And I'm like, "Yes, we do. We want to know what's behind the red door. Tell me what's behind the red door. I want to know. You want to know. Let's find out." Do we find out this episode? No, because we have 2 episodes left, and they are just stringing us along, which I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, this is infuriating. I want to know what's going on. Tell me, Daddy. Tell me. So, long story short, Data is giving all his memories away. And then finally he gives away his last memory, the cat. And Lore thinks he's won. And Data goes away. And it looks like Data lost his little brain battle. And then all of a sudden, stuff starts to change. And Data comes back. And he's all like, "Those memories are me. Those memories are a part of me. Every single memory that I gave you, you took a piece of me into you. And that is how I'm defeating you, because now you are me." And he defeats Lore. I mean, he says more than that. I'm paraphrasing, but he defeats Lore and takes over the body. And he's like, "Captain, how are you?" And he's like, "Hey, Data, can you fix the ship because we're in trouble?" And he's all like, "I've taken back over the ship." I was like, "Excuse me, invaders of the ship, this is the pissed off security system. Get ready to party time." And so so Raffi, she sends her little minions out, and Raffi makes short work of them. She doesn't get hit, by the way, which is kind of annoying. Raffi should at least got hit once. I mean, she kind of gets kicked in the back, but like, whatever. And so this is actually not a bomb. It's a force field thingy, and it creates a force field around them. And he's like, "Open it up." And so they open up the front of the ship, and she's all like, "Fucking solids." And then boom, gets sucked out into space. Nice. Daddy likes. So then she's floaty. And then while she's floating, she freezes up. I don't know if that's really what happens to you in space, but whatever. And then she's floating, and then she gets down to the shriek. She gets closer, and then bam, she just shatters like 1,000, like pussy boy goes splat kind of thing. So then they open up the thing and let everybody out. And so they take back over the ship again, and they fire on the shriek. And hold on, let's show it. Let's boom. The shriek is gone along with Picard's body and stuff. So it explodes, and then they get the hell out of it. So then the whole they get everybody taken care of, and then they all hold on. So then everything is I can't remember what these two talk about. I can't remember. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. So then they go into the meeting room, and everybody's there, you guys. And I love seeing this crew together again, but like older. It was really nice to see them all in the same room. It really was. I got the feels from it. I couldn't, like, look at this. I'm blocking these two, but I got the feels, like I was just so happy and everything. And I don't know, man. Like I really, really, really wish they would have started this Picard show like this, like just somebody that really understood how the show was and what it needed to be, and they didn't do it. So they sit down and they're talking about all this stuff and how they only have a couple of hours before. Hold on, let me go back to that. There we go. Although I'm still blocking this side. Anyways, okay. But talking about they only have a couple hours until Federation Day or Fleet Day or whatever it's called. Anyways. And what do they need to do? And Deanna is like, I need to get in touch with Jack. She's like, we need to figure out what's going on exactly. And yeah. So then she goes, because she's like, he's hearing voices, all this stuff. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying the Borg. And I don't know if it's the Borg, because I'm like, that's such the obvious answer. Is it something else? Because if it is the Borg, I'm not complaining if it is the Borg, you guys. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's it, because that's such an easy route now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like everybody thought the Borg like almost instantly. Like everybody I talked to thought it was the Borg situation. And I'm all like, yeah, that's what I thought too, so. And you guys have commented before. So, I mean, if that is the route, not complaining, I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of hoping for something else. And I feel like that's like the easiest route to go to the Borg situation. But let's see, but Terry Matalas has done a really good job writing wise so far. So I feel like if it is the Borg, I feel like he'll do it in a new kind of like, a very good way. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense. So Deanna sits down with him and she's all like, she's opening up his mind to what's going on with him. And so they go inside his mind. She's all like, look at that face. And she's all like, have you ever opened the red door? And he's like, no. And she's like, why not? And he's like, because I'm scared. I'm afraid to open the red door. And she's like, let's open the red door together. And so they go to open the red door, and hold on, we're going to get to it. And then so they go to open the red door, and then it ends. And I was like, no, damn you. I was like, oh, I need to know. Daddy needs to know. No. I'm like, I can't do this crap anymore. But it was a good episode. It just, I feel like this whole episode could have been wrapped up in 20 minutes, but it was fine. It was fine. I'm not complaining. I know it's not. I love how anybody that says I'm not complaining, and then they complain. You know what I'm saying? But I promise, I'm not upset about this episode. It was good. I liked it. I want more. Can't wait till next episode. All that stuff. I just like I'm getting sad. It's like they're edging us, and you're just like, can you just let me finish? You know what I'm saying? So we have 2 episodes left. It's 10 episodes, right? Yeah, 10 episodes. We have 2 episodes left. I'm quite excited to see what happens. The good guys will win the day and everything, but I'm excited to see what happens and where this goes. But yeah, all right, you guys, that is my breakdown and my review of this episode of Picard, episode 8. Tell me, what do you guys think is going to happen? What's behind that red door? What's behind the red door? And says it, he sees you, but do you see him, kind of thing? But yeah, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you love seeing the crew back together in that ready room like I did? I loved it. It was great. It was really, really nice. They should have done this from the get-go, but they're stupid. Oh, Kurtzman is stupid. But yeah, all right, tell me, you guys, one more time. I said this, I think last week or maybe the week before that. I can't remember. I hope Kurtzman is just seething. He's just like really pissed off that everybody loves this Star Trek, but they hate his Star Trek. And I hope he's got that stupid face of his, all like, we didn't know what we were doing, so we just, made magic devices that, did whatever you want and everything. It fixes things. You know what fixes things? Terry Matalas, because he fixed Picard. All right, you guys, listen, tell me what you guys thought about this. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was your favorite part? Who's your favorite character in the show? Yeah, tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my Star Trek Picard breakdown and review. Have a nice week. Live long and prosper. Bye.